Hello and welcome to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, Episode 8. In the last episode, we built our coal industry. Or, well, we start the beginning of it, at least. Here it is, over here past our town, all by itself. And we're bussing workers in to work at that. Now, we are producing lots and lots of coal. And we're not doing anything with it. What are we going to do with it? We're going to sell it. How are we going to sell it? I'll tell you how we're not going to sell it. We're not going to load it on trucks because that will not be very efficient. It will take many trucks, and each truck holding, 10 tons of coal or so is going to be quite limited. Its profit potential when exporting. So let's take a look at the dumpers. Let's see. So you can do, maybe that one. So 10 tons of coal. That one does 25 tons, but it goes half the speed. That one does 10 tons, but it goes twice the speed. So 10 tons of coal is worth, let's see, economy and trade, current prices, coal. We can sell it for 13 rubles, 13 and a half rubles per ton. So each truckload of coal is going to only be worth 150, 200 rubles. It's honestly not a problem in the tutorial campaign because we're not playing with fuel. But if we had to account for the fuel that it's going to burn, it's not worth it. And I'm trying to play this campaign as if it were on a harder difficulty, even though it's not. This is on the easiest difficulty. Okay, so how are we going to sell our coal? Objectives: coal export. Build infrastructure that will allow you to export coal and various other resources. Greetings, I am Borislav Fedorov, the Minister of Transportation in the Soviet Republic. My role involves overseeing the efficient movement of resources across our nation. As we currently lack heavy industries to fully utilize the coal, we will focus on transporting it to the custom house for selling. Trains prove to be the most efficient means for transporting aggregates like coal, ensuring a smooth flow of goods and supporting our economy. Let us optimize our transportation infrastructure and make strategic use of resources to drive the progress of our Soviet Republic. Alright. Our objective is to construct a train loading station for aggregate materials. The station must be connected to a building or conveyor engine that stores coal. By establishing this loading station, we can efficiently transport coal via trains, ensuring a seamless flow of resources and boosting our ability to sell coal to custom houses. Alright, we need to build a train loading station for aggregate materials. So before we do, we want to at least think about where we're going to have this train line. Here's my rough idea. It's going to come out there. We're going to cross over somewhere in here. We're going to hang out on this side of the road. We're going to keep on going, but we will make a branch that cuts across and goes into that warehouse there. But we're going to keep on going. And we're going to keep on going straight. We're going to cross over that road. And let's see. I'm thinking we run a branch going parallel to this road up here, and probably come in somewhere like such. Citizens' happiness too low. I'll have to. University halls of residence. Anyways, so the rail will come in here-ish, and let's place down our train aggregate loading. Because maybe we could place it there, but we also have to think about getting the conveyor belt to go across. So, let's see. Want to make sure it's parallel to that road. Yeah. Yeah, we'll put it, say, there, maybe? But before we build it, let's go to aggregates and build conveyor connection. So we can see here that some infrastructure is in the way. So you can do a, oh, they have a conveyor overpass now? Oh, that's useful. Okay, yeah, I guess in that case, we should, get rid of that road there. And put in an overpass. That's a new feature. That's good. That's well needed. And can we build it? Oh, I put it in backwards. Got to make sure the arrows line up in the way that you want them. So, like such. Yeah, that'll work. Sure. Let's let that build. Maybe we'll extend the road a little bit too while we're at it. Alright. And that aggregate loading is building. Let's begin to build our railway. Because surely if that's not the next step, it's going to be a very close next step. I wonder if it's going to direct me to use a particular type of rail, because there's three types of rails. There's the electrified railway, there's the electrified railway, the concrete railway, and the wood railway. The wood railway is the slowest. The concrete is twice as fast. And the electrified is concrete, but it also has pantographs on top for power. Alright, what do you have to say now? Train depot, a crucial facility where trains can be purchased, configured, and set up for their designated tasks. This depot serves as the heart of our railway network, enabling us to efficiently transport goods and services throughout the Soviet Republic. Build a train depot. Maybe we could put our train depot. Oh, I think that'd be a mistake putting it there. Maybe there? I want to minimize the amount of times that I cross the road. Maybe we can put it here. That'll work. Because it doesn't have to be a central location, it's just where you buy trains. So we'll put it there. And we'll fast forward to let that build. Alright, great. Our train depot is built. To transport the coal ore efficiently, you should purchase a train from the train depot and launch it to load coal at the aggregate loader station. Ensure there's a rail track connection between the loader and the custom house, allowing the train to unload its coal at the destination smoothly. Alright, so I guess it's not going to specify what kind of railway we should use. Let's do, let's do a concrete railway. Alright, so I am going to place this railway somewhere. We're going to pause the game. Maybe 2. I'm kind of figuring out how much space I want. Maybe we'll build it there. That's the distance we want. A little bit farther. Yeah. And keep the game paused, because otherwise it's gonna build, and trains are expensive. We'll do our crossing at that angle. Wait, it's almost 90 degrees, but not quite. And let's see. Maybe, something like that will work, right? Yeah. We'll actually double track it. And we'll bring you around. Let's see how that looks. Around. Yeah, sure. Bring you up there. Let's take a look at how that looks so far. I don't like that curve at all. I think that curve is ugly. I want to start over on that in that case. We get rid of these rails and I'll bring it back in a moment. Maybe something like that instead for the crossing. Something a little more shallow. Yeah, okay. And let's back that up a little bit. And build our tracks there again. See how that works. Let's take a look. That's better. That'll do. That's fine. All right, so let's keep on bringing the railway down. Guess I lost track of which one was the straight line. Too close to road intersection or start end of road? No, you're not. You're just complaining that there's a node right there. So we're going to get rid of that node and try again. There you go. See, no problem now. And let's grab the parallel for it. and connect it like so. What are you thinking about? You don't think it's connected with a road? Why do you say that? Maybe you're just crazy. Maybe you'll figure it out in a minute. Alright, so let us do something like such. That looks good. Let's pause it just in case it doesn't work the way I think. Alright. Let's bring this up more. The advantage of double track is that you can have one going in each direction. The advantage of single track is that it costs half as much. And I'm thinking we can maybe teardrop loop this around. Something kind of like that. And we'll connect you back in. Yeah. Something like that. Actually, I'm gonna make that line up a bit more straight. Let's get rid of a bunch of that. Alright. And we're going to extend that rail out straight as if it's gonna keep on going forever. It won't, but as if. And we will line it up like that. And line it up like that. That looks nice. I like that. Great. Alright. So now we need to connect the depot. Maybe the depot can have 105 meter line coming out from it. Have those connect into it like that. Maybe about 50 meter. Uh, 50 meter and 30 meter. And to 40. 40. 50. And connect it in with the main line. I don't like the way that went in. Let's try it again. Sometimes if you try to make things too smooth, it doesn't like it. we'll do that. Same thing on that side. That. And now our depot will have full access to the rails. Let's also build our branch line while we're here and thinking about it. Just want to try to get it the closest I can to a 90. Maybe that, but I will want to make sure that that train can go to either direction of the main line. Come on. Yeah, that'll work, I guess. It's kind of ugly. Can I fix it? Oh boy, I guess we're redoing it. Okay. Let's try it again. Yeah. Then, that, and on. Not gonna let me do it. You'll let me do that, but you won't let me do what I want to do. Okay. Maybe that'll be better like that. Yeah, that works. That works indeed. Alright, I'm curious, can this connect two pieces tool fix railroads? It can. Wow. So we can, oh, that's nice. It's nice. Alright. We'll let that build. Alright, that's built. And maybe we can also set up the trains to be able to go the other direction as well. Ooh, I should do the inside track first though. There we go. Yeah, so now that train can go either which way it needs. And you can go either way you need. I did that wrong. I should have had the game paused. But instead I wasted money. Okay. Yeah, and that'll work. So when that line is extended, potentially, if it ever is, you can access things from multiple directions. Good, good, good. Very good. Let's build a train. Buy a new vehicle or mechanism. And we want a diesel locomotive, right? Yeah, we don't want electric because I didn't do electric. And let's have a powerful one. Biggest one we can do. So engine power, 1500, 500, but under 1,000. That's almost 3,000. It's either the SU-45 or the TE-7. Let's go for the TE-7. That's going to be powerful. Or no, SU-45, final answer. Let's do it. SU-45 and let's see, cargo wagon? Yeah. So we need a hopper car. So engine weight 17 tons. Do you tell me statistics as far as like how much the train can actually hold? Maximum speed 97. Does that change depending on cargo weight? Well, if we can hold well, if the pulling power is 3,000 tons. Let me think about this. Let me do some math on how many cars we need. Alright, after some research, I've discovered that I don't really know because engine power doesn't translate to pulling power in a one-to-one sense that you might think. So let's do a... See, that's 10 hoppers there. And that's going to be able to... That's 500 tons loaded of coal at a time, and it's empty weight of 118 tons. So overall it's going to weigh 618 metric tons. I don't know. Sure, let's find out. All right, so let us start the train. We're gonna load there. Wait until loaded. And then we're going to unload there. Unload our coal. And we're gonna start. And we're gonna watch it. Excellent work, comrades. Now let the train do its job efficiently as we export 150 tons of coal. Your efforts in optimizing our transportation network have become commendable, and it will surely boost our nation's economic growth. So that train can move 500 tons of coal at a time, so hopefully that'll be enough. Now there is an important note that I need to say. When I set up this railway network, I did not put any signals on it, and you're gonna need to put signals on it if you want more than one train. You can have one train on a single track, no signals. You can have one train on 2 tracks, no signals. I'm sorry. I meant to say you can have one train on 2 tracks with no signals, but you cannot have 2 trains with no signals. You need signals for more than one train. Alright, so we're loading this up. We are almost at 500 tons of coal. And this is even heavier than I thought it was going to be. Wow. We are at almost 800 tons. I wonder if we can pull this or if it's going to be too much. Alright, it is starting off slow, but it's pulling it. Double speed it. There's also train distribution offices that work very similar to regular distribution offices, except they're with trains instead of with trucks. So I want to dynamic follow camera. There we go. Alright, and it's only 6,500 rubles worth of coal on that entire train. A truck full of clothes is worth more than that entire train full of coal. But hey, we finished that mission. Excellent. Great, yeah. I think I am going to modify the train to be just 100 meters long though. I feel like we have a little bit much on it. So let's shorten that train once it gets back to the station. I'm going to tell it to go to depot, that one. Just gonna wait for it to arrive. Anytime now. We're also going to need to do signals. I will do signals in the next episode, I think. Or you know what? Let's just save all of this for the next episode. Yeah. We'll save everything I'm about to do for the next episode. Or I could make a scenic outro. Yeah, scenic outro, sorry. Okay, we're gonna take off a couple cars. That car can go. Let's see. That car can go. That car can go 100 meters long. That'll be good. Okay. And we will relaunch that train. And we'll follow it. Alright. Well, you have been watching Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We've been playing the campaign mode, and in today's episode, we got our first train. Woohoo! And we made our first export run to the border station, selling a whopping 6,500 rubles worth of coal. Not a lot, but hey, it's coal. It's a cheap and plentiful power source. So, in the next episode, we're gonna fix our train line a little bit. We're gonna add some signals to it, probably add a second train, because I think we're making more coal than that one train is going to be able to move. And by keeping the trains under the size of the station, it's going to allow it to load up the quickest. Alright, so thank you for watching. I will see you in the next episode. I hope you join me. And have a good day. Anytime now, train, anytime.